Second Take. We are live here in Midlothian at Canute's Pizza, John. 4659 West 147th Street, one block east of Cicero. Come on in, watch us live. We're here 7 to 8, signing autographs after the show. Get yourself half-price pizza.
Best half-price pizza in town.
I tell you, you can't beat that on a Monday night. You don't want to cook on a Monday night, so come watch these guys perform Second Take. We talk sports, guys. You don't want to miss it. We got a lot of things lined up. But first, a huge thanks to Ken Keeler at Canute's for allowing us to
Oh my
be
God, Ken! All the kids' parties, all my nieces and nephews' parties, catered them. Catering, great food, good prices.
You can't beat it. You can't beat good food and great prices, like John said. Thanks to our live audience here, Jen Conway. I mean, hopefully the people start coming in. Traffic,
hey, everybody's got to
heard the
work.
Second Take. Traffic is flowing.
So maybe a little bit backed up trying to get in here.
But as John said, for all your parties, catering, luncheon needs, you don't want to go anywhere else besides Canute's.
No.
Great prices, great hospitality here. All the ladies up front and Ken. You can't
Oh
beat it
my
anywhere
God,
else.
great pizza.
So pizza, Italian sausage, beef, they got a great combination. You guys got to check it out for a party or just to dine in or carry out.
Head on down now.
They got gambling machines. Come on in, test your luck on the machines, and if you got no luck, you can get lucky here with Second Take. We're talking sports, we're keeping you laughing. I mean, what else
I
would
wouldn't
you
want
rather
to be
do?
anywhere else.
You wouldn't be anywhere
That's
else?
why I'd rather.
Besides watching Monday Night Raw.
No, not right now. The show hasn't been doing that well.
All right, so let's get into it, huh?
Yeah.
Let's
go,
recap
my
what
God.
happened during the week, last week, this weekend. A lot of things happened in the MLB. The White Sox dropping 3 out of 4 to the Boston Red Sox. Your favor, Boston World Series champs. That's all I'm giving you.
Yeah, all right.
All I'm giving you.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to talk about the pitching because we'll get to that in a minute.
They're still rebuilding. It's on schedule, but
The Cubs sweeping the Guardians.
yeah.
John, let me hear it.
All right, they did. Cubs looking good. I'll give you that.
Looking
They're
good.
looking good right now.
All right, I'll take it. NBA, NHL postseason in full swing.
Oh man, these second rounds are intense.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's like we said a few shows ago. Second round, best round of all sports,
Yeah,
right?
all the pretenders are not in. It's the real deal teams in there. A couple surprises, especially NHL. These 7 and 8 seeds. Wow,
Carolina Hurricanes.
unbelievable. I don't even know how they're still in it.
So, NFL moves, some news, and our division breakdown.
Yeah,
You ready for that
division
one?
day breakdown, right? What are
I'm
we
not going
calling?
to tell you what division. You got to stay
Okay.
tuned and watch it. So, one more thing that we got to talk about tonight. We're not going to get into it, but we're going to let you know we're talking about it. Drama at the Kentucky Derby.
Listen,
It's like we're in high school. Drama at the
to be
Kentucky
honest,
Derby.
I was never interested in horse racing until after this weekend. I don't know
You
what
never-
went down there.
It was like WWE rules. You get disqualified. Ring the bell.
DQ and for
A
the
lot of
winning
people
horse.
lost money, and those who did bet
Man,
on Country House was his name, right?
yeah, 65 to 1 odds.
You won some money, so check your tickets.
Check your ticket. Make sure that nobody threw them away.
And if you did pick Country House, make sure you play the lottery.
Yes, yes.
For those asking what happened to my hair, I got a haircut.
Yeah.
So,
looking good.
I-
keeping it
It's
short.
summertime, so Second Take likes to groove in the summer. I normally do St. Baldrick's for childhood cancer, but I didn't do it this year, so I did decide to stay with the bald groove.
Hey.
So,
Good. Looks good.
on that topic, Second Take wants to send their condolences to Ellie. I don't know, you guys have been following her story on the news. Bartolini's local business did a fundraiser for her. She lost her battle to cancer, so
Sad.
just sad. So we got a little tribute here. So
Yeah.
not the reason I cut my hair, but on that topic. Drama at the Kentucky Derby. We got polls to answer, so we're gonna answer your polls right now. Let's get into it, John. You ready?
Yeah. Go.
What stadium would you rather catch a game at? Wrigley Field, guaranteed rate. Live audience? Wrigley Field or guaranteed rate stadium?
Definitely not Wrigley.
Yeah. Guaranteed right. Come on.
Guar-
Come on. Better stadium.
Skip that
Better
list.
food.
Guaranteed
Better
rate
food.
with an arrow pointing down.
I've been to Wrigley a few times. Funny smells come out of that place.
Okay, so
Alright.
Wrigley Field, 40% of you guys say Wrigley, 60% say guaranteed rate, 30 votes.
Hey, the polls top.
Polls
top.
up. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Next question. Should the Cubs bring up Addison Russell sooner rather than later? He was available Friday.
No.
They're doing fine without him, right?
Yeah.
22
What
votes.
is-
23% say yes because he is a huge asset. Thank you, Uncle Sean, because I think I said assist. I had a typo.
So-
Grammar. Anyone knows me in real life,
course he
behind the
called you out.
camera. One, Sean does call me out all the time.
Yeah.
Two, I don't know how to spell. So
That's a good thing for autocorrect.
So
well,
77
not in that situation with us.
77% say no. So I agree with you guys. Most popular poll we had, if given the chance, would you call Robbie Gould and say, hey, you want to return to the Monster of the Midway? What would you do?
I say if you're a real deal Super Bowl contender, you at least gotta think about it. Now everybody says you shouldn't pay a kicker $3-4 million a season, but let's be honest. As much as it pains me, we wish we would have paid $3-4 million a good kicker last postseason, wouldn't we? Audience?
Yeah.
I mean, so if you're gonna go for it, if you're all in, what does the money matter? You'll make that in
You guys
playoff.
had like 9 kickers at minicamp already.
Yeah,
So
I mean, we need some. And he's kicked here before. The guy's practically begging to come back here and
Chicago
play.
has a bad past of reunions in any sport.
The guy's one of the most accurate kickers in the past 10, 15 years.
All right.
And he loves the Bears. I don't know.
We got the same
So we
haircut,
got to
me and
figure.
Me and Robbie have the same haircut.
I don't know about the same leg, though. He might have a little bit more strength in his leg.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Biggest playoff upset for the NHL. You going with the Carolina Hurricanes over the Washington Capitals and New York Islanders, or are you going Columbus Blue Jackets taking down the President's Trophy winner in a sweep?
No, I'm going Carolina. They're still going into the second round, through the second round. They're on fire. I don't even know nobody's stopping them. To tell you the truth, they might be in the Stanley Cup final.
You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the year of the underdogs, the way it looks. 26% agree with you. 74% say the Jackets over the Lightning.
I mean, if the Jackets end up winning it all, I guess you could look back on that and say that was a big
Yeah, you
one.
knock out the first place seed in all of NHL, setting record.
It is
for
Tampa
most
Bay though.
wins.
Let's just go. It is Tampa Bay.
2015.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Where were you when they won the Cup, the Hawks?
I was right outside the building.
Who were you with?
My co-host there.
Ah, second take.
That's it.
Second take. We're at the United Center 2015,
Great times, huh?
early June when the Hawks won the Stanley
Yeah.
Cup. It was a sight to see.
Good times, huh?
Shout out to Justin at Wings and Rings, letting us go there, having
Set
a
up
table
some
reserved and
nice
everything.
table, huh?
So all that was all good for the Cup. Last bonus poll question. We added it late because it happened Saturday evening. Kentucky Derby. Do you agree with the final decision? Do
No.
you agree with the final decision?
No way.
It was really a DQ.
So, refresh me on this. So, what happened with
What
the
I
DQ?
saw was maximum prize, I think the horse.
Maximum security.
Maximum security was in his lane, and then he shifted out of his lane into another lane, which ideally is a disqualification. Never saw it in a Kentucky Derby.
First one in history, right? 145 years.
If we stand corrected, I mean, help us out here, but I do think it was the first time in history.
Yes, I believe so.
Let's hear from you guys. That was a big controversy talk.
Oh.
I mean, nobody talks about horse racing, but when stuff like this happens in any sport, like Tiger Woods winning the Masters, nobody really paid attention that in depth into the Masters until Tiger Woods come back to it.
Yeah, and the controversy. I mean, the sport of horse racing's got to love it.
Yeah, because
But
I mean,
I think let me go on this. Let me elaborate on this a little more. From what I understand, the favorite, Omaha Beach, was scratched from the race, right? Because the horse got
injury,
hurt,
right? Yeah.
or like something with a throat.
yeah,
So the next favorite, 3-1 odds. I guess when you're betting, a lot of the bettors bet those odds. Not saying there's any skepticism here, but
so did somebody get paid?
I don't know. But when the next favorite wins, where a lot of money went to that favorite horse on a bet, and they DQ'd him for a 65-1 shot to win, I'm thinking they saved a lot of money, either Vegas or whatever. That's just my opinion.
I don't think.
I mean,
we've talked about March Madness a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Referees blowing calls, and March Madness is another betting kind of series. People love to bet March Madness, love to bet the Super Bowl, any kind of playoffs, and horse racing.
The Kentucky Derby is like nobody that knows about horses bets on the Kentucky Derby. So there's a lot of money that's spent on this race.
Yeah, I mean,
so for it to
people who
end
know
like
horses,
that,
yeah, and
wow.
I mean,
You gotta. I say at least got investigated.
yeah. So while those are all investigating, 17% of you guys agree, 83% say no. I don't think I agree, but I don't know so much on horse racing. I do know a lot about gambling. I gamble a lot, a little too much. I'm 19, and I gamble a lot. So
Yeah,
if
I don't
I
know
were to
if people-
gamble on the Kentucky Derby and I would have lost my money on that, you probably would hear a different side of me. I'd be like, what the
Oh,
But
but we're a family show.
we are a family show.
So
and
we're gonna.
we are off the garage studio, so I'm gonna stay respectful of Canoes.
Yeah.
Because
But I would be highly upset. Could you imagine being down there and these guys spending millions on these bets?
yeah, woo. Real quick, before we get into the breakdown of all the sports and everything, I see a lot of comments asking where our other host Tommy McKean is. I wish I could answer that. I can't. His future, from what I think, is up in the air. So hopefully he would answer one of you guys, because he has yet to answer me or John.
That's all right. Tommy, he's just probably busy with a few things.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll hear from him.
And no hard feelings at all, but just wish he would give us all, because we're all on the hanging hook here.
That's all right.
But we're gonna move on because the show
Tommy's
must
a good
go on.
guy, yeah.
Tommy's a good guy.
Hopefully
He's gonna
looking
make the
forward to
best
seeing him.
decision. I know
Yes.
that. So
Next topic.
NBA, second round. John, I'm gonna let you take the NBA away.
Oh man, wow! Are these playoffs getting good? I got to catch that Game 3 of Milwaukee and Boston. All I gotta say is Giannis. This guy is the man. Milwaukee, you see in our poll, I picked Milwaukee Bucks. This guy, the Bucks are gonna go as far as he takes
Kyrie's
them.
Kyrie's gonna come back.
I don't, after that
That
game,
series
to
is
go
going
into
seven.
the Boston Garden or the TD Garden
Yeah.
and put a performance on like that, I'm gonna go back to, I'll say Jordan-esque.
Oh.
He had a great. I mean, that guy. He's a superstar.
All right.
And you know what? Actually, now I think Boston's in trouble. They stole one out there in Boston. They're
That
gonna-
game is live right now.
Yeah, yeah,
we
the
can
game's
probably
four,
get-
so-
we can probably get score updates throughout. the show.
Must win for Boston, no matter what, just to survive. To me, I think Milwaukee did what they had to do winning that Game 3. They set the tone, and I mean, they pretty much dominated the game. So, where do you want to go next?
How about the Golden State Houston? That's also live tonight.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Or is it the typical series?
I
you expect
think
back and forth?
Houston's hanging in there as best as possible, but it's going to be hard to beat Golden State, man. They're just too good. I don't. If there's any team that's going to beat them, it's going to be Houston. But
Speaking of that series, Rockets' PJ Tucker came out today and said, "I'm living my dream by being able to guard Kevin Durant." So one, that's a huge sign of respect, because most of the time when you see athletes going one-on-one, you can flash back to the NFL or Richard Sherman. If he was going up against anyone, he would run his mouth in a completely disrespectful way. So maybe this is the NBA taking a turn for the better. Young guys showing respect for elderly and veterans.
I mean,
really.
what are you going to do? It's KD. I mean,
So, but most guys would let their ego take away. You know what I'm trying to say?
if he was to disrespect them, I mean, I'm sure KD
So-
would take it on court. But I'm glad to see something.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
young kid is actually saying, "Hey, he's better than me. He's earned it, and
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I'm guarding him." That's all it is. So,
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Sixers Raptors. Anything going on there? Tied 2-2.
I caught a little bit of the Game 4 the other day. That looks like a pretty balanced series. I think I'm going to stick with Toronto on this one. 76ers, it seems like they're just not gelling. You don't know what Jimmy Butler you're going to get. Same thing with Joel Embiid. He got shut down the other night pretty good. They contained him, I would say at least. But maybe they're still a year away. Toronto, I mean, to be honest, that series, whoever wins that is losing against Milwaukee or Boston, whoever's there. I think they're just playing for second place in the East. But it's an entertaining series.
Then our last matchup, Portland and Denver.
And this one is actually a lot more
tied
entertaining than I
2-2.
thought. They're pretty evenly
They all are.
balanced team.
They all are.
Don't sleep on Portland. And for that matter, Denver. Whoever gets out of that round, it's not a guarantee that Golden State or Houston's going to beat them. So
Yeah, this is one of the greatest playoffs. Not evenly sided, because it's all interesting and there's no guaranteed winner.
well, I like that it's not just Golden State and Cleveland now
Yeah.
for the past couple of years. And to go off that, I don't think the NBA is missing LeBron.
Are the playoffs better without LeBron? We'll have a live poll question, so let me hear it. Is the playoffs better without LeBron James? Put your comments in there. Live audience. Playoffs better without LeBron? They don't know.
They don't
They're
know.
still thinking about it. They're going to look it up.
Yeah.
Playoffs better without LeBron, John?
We're not missing him. I mean, LeBron's LeBron, but I'm not missing him that he's not there. I mean, I like these other young stars, especially. I mean, I'm a favorite towards. I think the new face of the league is Giannis up in Milwaukee. I mean, I think he's taking over.
All right, we got a question.
And my vote for MVP.
Giannis?
Yes.
All right, we got a question here. How about Draymond poking James Harden in the eye? You guys see pictures streaming out social media, Harden with his bloody vessel eye. It's creepy for me to look at, but it happened. And
well, it's a way. Now, was this accidental? I mean,
accidentally on purpose.
Right.
That's what I'm going.
I mean, since it was Draymond Green, he's got a history of accidental kicks to the groin and stuff like that. But listen, if you're going to take somebody out in Houston, it might as well be Harden. He's the best shooter on the team.
Helps your chances.
Without him, you know.
One more NBA topic. Bulls extend their head coach, Jim Boylan.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there.
Is he just your Band-Aid coach?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Bulls. I can't even stomach what they do over there. You know, we can't even get a free agent to come sign here. They don't want to pay nobody.
There was actually a report that, I know this is probably like salt in the wound for you Bulls fans. 2010, Dwayne Wade said him and LeBron were close to signing in Chicago. It's like the what ifs, like the song What Ifs. That's Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, and LeBron.
And then they ran into Reinsdorf and ownership.
Carlos Boozer?
Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer. I mean, that's, I don't use this term a lot, but dream team.
Oh, that would have been the team in the East to beat. That would have been
a favorite, but that would have been a team to beat.
Something with ownership up there is just not working.
Same owner as the White Sox, if I recall.
Yeah, well,
Just having all
shots fired, as usual.
No shots fired. We'll wait till the MLB to shots fired. NHL, just as hot as the NBA.
Oh, man, NHL.
Boston, Columbus, they're live right now. Game 6. Boston leads at 3-2. What do you got?
I think Boston's going to close this one out. I think it's going 7, but I think Boston, they're just too good. I think Columbus.
This is my theory.
Okay.
I don't have a good luck on theories, but this is my theory. Okay. I was never good at science or hypothesis, so the what ifs are never good for me. I believe Columbus will go to the Cup. So they're going to beat Boston and they're going to beat Carolina.
Okay.
And for the West, it's going to be St. Louis.
All right, well, let's get into those series next.
So we're going to get into it. San Jose, Colorado. If you've seen any episode this year, you guys know how I feel about Colorado. So hopefully,
we don't even have to ask who you're picking in that
the
one.
Sharks can start playing Baby Shark while they're dancing and handshaking.
Oh my God.
So Dallas, St. Louis, Game 7 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dallas, St. Louis, the dreaded Game 7 for either side.
I mean, I got to be honest. I like San Jose. I think it's going 7, but I like San Jose in that series. And then what do we got? We got Dallas and St. Louis, which I think is the best series going on right now.
Game 7.
Game 7 in St. Louis. And I think I'm on record saying if St. Louis got it back to home for Game 7, I'd go with St. Louis. I think
I'm going Blues. And Carolina beat the Islanders.
And they're just waiting to beat up on another
bunch of jerks. That's what they are.
Unbelievable.
So the way it's going to play out is the winner of Dallas and St. Louis will play the winner of San Jose, Colorado. So hopefully it's not Colorado. Carolina will play the winner of Boston and Columbus. So that's how that's going to play out. This time next week we'll be in the conference finals. Playoffs are flying by.
NHL.
And
hats off.
Yeah.
Kind of a little salt blown. I wish the Hawks were there, but
they'll be there next year. Stan Mikita. I mean, not Stan. Dennis Savard.
Yeah.
He said the Hawks will be there.
I believe
next
so.
year.
I think they will be.
So let's hope. Just one more NHL update. Henrik Lundqvist came out and said, there was reports that they're not on the same page. He's going to request a trade. He then came out and said, we're all on the same page.
We're all on the same page as in they want to separate ways, or we're going forward? Wasn't he angry about them getting rid of a young player on that team?
Matt Zuccarello. He went to Dallas, and he's lighting it up in Dallas.
Yeah. So not looking good for the Rangers on that one.
Not looking good.
But hey, and Lundqvist, he's a little older, but if I remember correctly, he's always been a great goalie.
I mean, he's consistent. And, I mean, you need a good goaltender to go to the playoffs, but when you got no offense and you trade away your bench off, they're in a mini rebuild. Let's see how it plays out. I don't see him leaving New York, but hopefully
we'll
he'll stay out of the Western Conference because he's a good goaltender. MLB.
Okay, I see you smile ear to ear on this one. So what do we want to start with?
No. This is how we're going to start.
Okay.
And I want you to tell everybody.
Okay. Here we go.
What happened this past weekend at Wrigley Field?
The Cubs swept the Cardinals.
Oh, you were last week saying how worried I should be. St.
Well,
Louis
the
coming
Cardinals
in
are
town.
not going anywhere. I mean, they're still going to be. They're still not. I mean,
First series of the year, Cubs sweep.
the Cubs
Not
are
worried.
hot right now.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. They're hottest team in baseball. Yes, it's on record. They're hottest team in baseball right now.
Yeah, they
I know
are.
you're getting much enjoyment out of that.
19-12, they're in first place. 8-2 in the last 10 games.
They're going to be there. It's. I don't think St. Louis is going away, but the Cubs showed them. Okay, well, you're going to have to beat us. So that thing's going down to the wire.
They got 4 games at home against Miami this week, and then Milwaukee comes into town.
They could really make some.
Mother's Day weekend, so they could really be a jump.
They could really make,
Miami, who's a struggling
Yeah.
team, you
They-
take at least 2 or 3 out of 4. That's a big jump.
They could separate themselves.
And then Milwaukee coming in, and so
And Milwaukee coming in, I would say, be ready for that one.
so it's going to be a big
Old
series early
Christian
on.
Yelich coming to Wrigley, huh?
He's back and he's hot.
Hey, don't park your cars on the street outside the bleachers.
So we were just talking about hot. We're steaming hot talking about the Cubs. Let's cool off. Talk about the White Sox.
Cool, I'm talking about the White Sox. Okay.
14-18, struggling to get to 500. They're 4th in the AL Central. 5-5 in the last 10 games. What's going on now?
We ran into the world champs. What do you want to do?
Okay, we got good excuses, so keep it going.
That's it. I mean, we're a young team. We're still rebuilding, but I think the rebuild is right on schedule.
All right, so
So pitching.
the cocky shortstop of yours, Tim Anderson, came out and said, and I quote, "I feel like today's Jackie Robinson."
And do we got that? Is that official? Is that? Do we
That
have a
is
quote on that?
official, yeah.
Can somebody comment on that? Because I really don't believe that. But
Somebody find
if we
that
could-
quote.
if somebody could
Tim Anderson
find that
saying,
quote saying that he's
"The energy he brings makes him feel like the today's Jackie Robinson."
well.
That's an insult to any historians of baseball.
How about this guy's bringing a little flavor to the game, a little excitement, and something that what people would say a boring sport needs, a face, a little cockiness. Not too much, because I know you feel a certain way about his bat flips, even though he threw them to his dugout, but okay.
Doesn't matter where you threw it,
I mean,
and that's how it is. So,
so
I mean,
well, since we're on the subject of, maybe bat flips and gloating, right? You say it shouldn't be involved in the game.
no.
Okay.
Walk-offs, yes, walk-offs.
Okay.
Walk-offs,
So-
celebrate all you want, home
so,
or away, I don't care.
I guess let me answer your question. I have a witness, Jen Conway, in our crowd here. So it was about a week ago. You tagged a pretty good shot in your men's softball game.
Correct. There's a video on
And
second tape.
if we could get the video, Jen, if you would so be, try to send us a video. I think we were kind of doing a little Superman around the bases. So
In my fairness, in my
in
explanation,
your defense,
all the way up to second base, I was hustling. I was sprinting. I didn't know. I didn't look at the ball. What my coach had always told me: stay down, don't look at the ball, keep running.
I'm saying, what was this?
I didn't know it left the ballpark until I ran to second base and never started cheering. So what was I supposed to do? I went like this.
You got excited.
Yeah. Tim Anderson knew the ball left the park. He hit it. He dropped it. Yeah. And then he got plunked his next at bat. He deserved it. Now, if I would
Okay.
have got hit, I would have deserved it.
Oh, you would deserve
Yeah.
it. And you're on record. Okay.
But it's incidental. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm gonna bat flip every time. Like another thing, Tim Anderson said. Trevor Bauer, pitcher for the Indians,
Yeah.
tweeted, said, "Tim, if you hit a home run, please don't bat flip against me." Blah blah blah. Tim then retweeted and said, "My numbers aren't so good against you, so if I do get a hold of you, I'm definitely taking it." Dude, like,
All right.
play
I
the
mean,
game,
I guess.
dude.
I
Play
get
the
it.
game.
I get
You're
it.
not
Okay.
Jackie Robinson. You're nowhere
Okay.
close.
All right.
You're not even the face of the White
You-
Sox.
You're just mad because he's one of the better players in Chicago, better than your shortstop. So,
Which
we'll
one are you
see.
talking about? The one that's suspended or the one
Yeah.
who's Gold Glove?
Gold Glove, whatever. Maybe we'll see.
All right. Throughout the
Long
weekend series, Cubs scored 23 runs, gave up 10 in 3 games. Sox scored 11 runs, gave up 34. That's a big difference.
A bad weekend. Bad weekend.
Scoring 11 runs, giving up 34 runs.
It was only a couple weeks ago you guys were.
You lost 15-2.
What are you talking about? Okay, a loss is a loss. It counts as one loss in the loss count.
All right.
About 2 weeks ago, you guys were panicking until you got on this hot streak. So let's
Get
take
hot
it
and
easy.
talk.
Okay,
You guys,
we will.
Ricky's boys
We will.
don't quit. Ricky's
Yeah,
boys
they
don't
don't
quit. All right,
We
we'll
won't
see
quit.
you guys
We'll
quit
see.
in July.
All right.
5 grand slams yesterday throughout MLB, tied for the single day record. So
Wow.
you see the offense power. One actually took place in the Cubs game. Chris Bryant going deep.
Chris Bryant, your favorite Cub.
Going deep, grand
So how do
slam.
you feel about that? Let's stay on that.
Look, the
Do
Dogs.
you still want to trade the guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sun shines on the dog's rump every once in a while.
Oh wow!
So
How all of a sudden we turn on our players?
you know, it's
Okay.
good for him. David Price lands on the disabled list. I don't know how you can do that when you play the White Sox. Why even try? Why throw your ace? Congratulations, Chris Sale, finally seeing the win column
Yeah.
against your former team.
Yeah.
Jeff Samardzija. Oh,
I
man.
couldn't believe the story when you told me this story.
3 pitches, 3 straight home runs. Give him
Wow.
That's just the start of a bad weekend for the Giants. Giants hit 4 batters in 1 inning, tying the MLB record for 4 in 1 inning since 1893.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's before your time.
That's a little bit before my time.
Yeah, that's a lot of mistakes.
I don't know what's going on over there. I haven't paid attention to the West Coast of the baseball, except I know the Dodgers are hot. You know, they're probably going to win out in the NL, so we'll
I
see.
don't know, but that's all about MLB. I mean, it was a busy weekend. Good weekend. Me flying the W flag Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on my Facebook page. I know you all see it.
Yeah,
Flying the
because you
W
never
flag.
let nobody forget.
Yeah.
We'll see. Long season. I'll give you credit this weekend. You took out the Cardinals, division rival, huge 3 wins, but long season, buddy. Long season.
NFL, let's switch in gears. XFL reached a TV deal. ABC, ESPN, and Fox. ESPN and Fox are rivals.
And
So-
you got games on both. That's what happens when you're Vince McMahon.
Yeah. It's
The
Second
boss.
Take's turn to get a contract.
You're
It's
the
Second
boss.
Take's turn to get a
You're the
contract.
boss.
So I'm going to be calling ESPN's agent and
Maybe we
whatnot.
call Vince.
Call Vince. see
And
what
he can
can
get
do
us
for
a deal.
Yeah. Because it's about time we go on TV. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Division of the day. Ready?
AFC South, huh?
AFC South is our division of the day. So you got in no order. We want to hear from you guys first. You got the Texans, the Jaguars, the Titans, and the Colts. Rank them. John, I'll let you rank yours first. How you rank?
Man, Texans 11-5 last year. I think they'll be back again. I love Deshaun Watson, a great quarterback. You know, he's got some weapons over there. It's going to be tough. Although my sleeper, and I'll call it right now, my sleeper is Jacksonville. I don't think Foles. You know, Foles is getting a lot of grief saying he's not a starter. But if you could game manage with a decent defense, the way he manages the game,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they could. Where'd they go? They went to the AFC Championship.
So
But who was the quarterback at the time? Bortles.
Bortles, yeah.
I mean, if you get there with that defense with Bortles, Foles, I mean, what are you going to say? He can't play under pressure? He beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. That qualifies you as a legit quarterback.
Are you going Jags?
For the division,
So break it down. Yeah. Who's going first? Who's going second? Break it down.
you know what? I'll still go Texans to win the division.
Texans?
Jags, maybe
Texans,
a wild
Jags.
card. Possibly, I wouldn't be shocked if they won the division. Colts, you know, Andrew looks good. They went to the playoffs last year as a wild card, correct? If I'm not
Yeah.
correct. So that division's actually really good, and also the Titans with Mariota.
And Tannehill. So
Yeah, so I mean, it's tough. It's going to be a tight division. Possible 2 wild cards out of that division.
we'll see. So how I'm going to break it down is, I'm sure I'm going to get some hate for this, but the Colts are going to take it. Luck gets luck. Luck gets lucky. However you want to put it. Comeback player of the year. So he's going to get it. The Texans, Deshaun and Watt. Deshaun and J.J. Watt.
If they stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
if they
tough
stay
with
healthy.
J.J. But
I'll,
how could you hate J.J.? You know?
No, he's
You can't
great.
hate him. So
Great player.
hope for the best for him. Titans. Mariota struggles early on. Tannehill comes in and saves the day.
Wow.
That's what's going to happen.
Tannehill? Are you kidding
So-
me?
That's bold.
Wow, that's
very
bold.
bold.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
a
bold
bold-
statement. Yeah.
that's very bold.
That's today's bold statement of the day.
Print it, Jack.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
got to do. And then,
Wow.
of course, fourth place, Jaguars. Foles fails.
So no confidence in Foles at all.
I don't know. I don't think so. So Foles
I
fails.
didn't think if he could game manage. I'll go to give you an order. I'll go with Texans. I'll give them the division. I'll give Jacksonville, then Indy, possibly 9-7 sneaking in as wild cards,
Yeah.
and then Titans. I don't know. I think they take a step back this year.
All right. Well, that division is set. Stay tuned next week for our daily division of the day breakdown. But I mean, anything else in NFL? NFL's been quiet, kind of, right?
Yeah, we're kind of off season, just getting over from the draft, and a couple mini camps, stuff like that.
Bears still trying to find a kicker. They signed someone from Oakland.
Yeah.
I saw that today.
Yeah.
But I guess they're from what I hear, they're really listen. If you can't make these kicks, I mean, you're cut. So.
Actually, one of the practices at minicamp were like the 42-yard field goal, Parky Mix. Only 2 out of the 8 made it.
Hey, keep looking to get
Don't
something.
blame Cody.
Listen, Robbie, come to Chicago. Let's go.
Get out.
Robbie, let's go.
One more thanks for Canute's. Thanks to Ken for having
wow.
us. I mean, it's an excellent place to be. They got gambling machines over there, so when I'm 21, that's where you'll find me on my free time. The food, you can't beat it here. Pizza, wings, can't beat sausage. I mean, you name
We
it.
got a couple
got it.
live guests with some pizza that I can smell right now.
Yeah,
That
so
I'm gonna go take
right
a
when we
bite
go
out.
off air, we're gonna get some pizza and us. So,
Want some?
unfortunately, Ken couldn't come on, and he's a bit busy. So
Oh,
they
he's
are
busy. The business he's got going through here on
Owns a
Mondays.
business.
Wow.
Half price pizza.
Man.
There's a line out the door right now. They're probably here for us, but we'll be signing off autographs after this. And John, you want to add anything?
No, going into Mother's Day weekend next weekend, right?
Happy Mother's Day to everyone. All the mothers, I should say, next
Yeah.
Sunday.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially my mom, my wife Irene De La Casa, my second wife over here, Jen Conway. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and all the mothers that are
Tuning in on a
On the
week-to-week
show.
basis.
yes.
Another shout out, I should say. Wednesday nights, men's softball, Trees Nation. Trees, we're looking to rebuild. We're gonna rebuild right now.
Are you guys in a rebuild?
We're gonna
How many wins for the Trees this year?
We're gonna win 6.
Go in 6.
6 is
I'll
our
take the under. If anybody wants to take that bet, I'll take the under on that right
6.
now.
I'm gonna go
Right
6.
now. Any number you want to throw out there.
One comment, Sean said, Carolina wife, hopefully you wish her a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, okay, Sean. Always throwing jabs out there. Listen, Sean, Alabama or Michigan hat today? What is it? I
Anyway,
don't know.
as I said earlier in the episode, hopefully you guys didn't miss it. Tommy's, hopefully he'll be back next week. If not, gotta have guests lined up.
Yeah, maybe you get a guest host out here.
Maybe TJ come back again. TJ was
Yeah.
a great guest.
Good stat guy.
So I know Shaham was in the comments. So
Yeah.
Shaham, if you want to come on out
Sean,
next Monday,
call us up.
708. I'm not giving you my number, but message me for the application. But that does it here.
Yeah, I'm good.
So-
I'm ready. After this,
Guys-
I'm ready for some pizza.
So hey, we're gonna get some pizza. Half price pizza all night, guys. Monday nights, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
See you guys soon. Monday night, next Monday.
All right.
Mother's Day, and Mother's Day to all you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Out.